I grew up in the 1960s, watching those TV commercials with those stopping kids in Africa who stop vacantly in the camera with the sad ass at the start bellies and the sixth grade. My clique club teacher, Mr. Collins, had us chant a word in the song we were singing. 3 billion people in the world, 2, 4 billion people in the world, and I was shocked. I couldn't believe the population was so big, and I was even more shocked because no one else in the class at all stopped at this fact. A couple of days later, I told my friend Susan Hollander that because there seemed to be so many people in the world for it to handle, that I wasn't going to have any kids. And she would look at me and she replied that she was going to have 3. And I felt pretty alone in my beliefs. And 27 years later, I still feel really alone in my belief, and I'm still shocked that not more people at the start by population growth. And I think it's because as a species, we decided not to talk about it, to kind of talk it away. So I'm here to untalk it. Modern man first showed up on Earth 200,000 years ago, and by 1850 we had reproduced so successfully there were 1 billion people on the planet. That means it took 200,000 years for it to put first billion people on Earth. The next billion came in 100 years. 200,000 years to get the first billion, 100 years to get the second billion. Now we add 1 billion people to the planet every 12 years. And then in 2011, the world population reached 7 billion people. Now, this short intro came about because of the improvements in agriculture and medicine. Because as a species, we are a biological success story. Survival of the fittest, we have survived. We are also a religious success story. We have gone forth and multiplied. But now we have to stop, or we will are doubtful. And to give you an idea how fast population grows, Bangladesh had a hurricane that killed 139,000 people. How long did it take Bangladesh to get released the state with 139 new births? 2.5 weeks. Now the world population is growing just 1% a year, which might not sound very much, but 1% of 7 billion is actually a big number. It means that every day we add 220,000 people to the planet. Every day. It is just unsustainable, which means that at some point the world population is going to stop growing. The question is how? Will it stop growing because of famine, disease, a war over resources? Or will it stop growing because people choose to have smaller families? And by smaller family, I mean one-child families. This is where people start getting nervous talking about overpopulation or population issue because they start that I'm going to take away the right to have children, but I don't want to take away that right. I want to give people rights. Forcing people to have fewer children does not work. In fact, the fastest and more efficient way to stabilize the world population is to send girls to school and to empower women, and to give everyone access to and education on birth control, and those are good things. And as a culture, we need to emphasize the benefit of having one child, so people will choose to have fewer kids, because for 1,000 years we have inculcated with this ethic that big families are happier and only children are lonely children. Couple like my children and my husband land do not have kids. We are jealous instead of child free, and myself several times I have been accused of being selfish because of my decision not to have children. And on this makes sense when it's important for us to appropriate for our survival. But now, for our survival, we have to not appropriate. We have to change and rewire our biology and our culture to recognize the benefits of one child family because right now mostly for example, when country population falls, there's economic doom and gloom in the media because capitalism is based internal growth. Capitalism depends upon more consumers. So yeah, when population lower, the economy will suffer, but will suffer less. There is no more oil and food and water because there are 10 billion people on the planet in 40 years, which is what the UN is projecting. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this population is still troublesome, but we should be having the babies. We're smart and we're educated and we listen to TED Talk and we can afford kids and heck, our offspring they may save the world. Even my mom said, "Oh, listen, that's why you should be a good mother and your kids and they're wonderful and they may be wonderful, but they would also be wasteful." Because now American use 32 times resources as one from the developing country, so it isn't more important that we have smaller families. For example, someone in the United States on average uses 107 gallons of water a day compared to the average person from Africa who only uses 5 gallons a day. It is not just very poor countries either. We here in the United States, we use twice as energy as someone from France or England or Japan. So yeah, there are a lot of countries that have higher fertility rate than we do here. But we all have inspired to have one child family, especially the people living here. Maybe you're thinking, well, don't worry, election try technology will solve us. And yes, it's possible that we might be able to add a few more years of resources because of some new inventions or technologies. But in the end, even if we can feed and have 14 billion people, what would their life be like? Their population is going to have to stop growing at some point. So why does not stop now? Instead of wishing that some invention or technology would save us, let's just sit yet and we cannot even sure works. So for everyone to have quality of life, the number of humans on Earth need to go down. And I believe that it needs to go down to billion people. It's radical because there are 7 billion people on the planet today, but actually the world population of just 80 years ago. So let's change our idea of what the ideal family looks like. One is a beautiful number. And let's not be afraid to talk about our population because it's not about to taking away from people. It's about giving opportunity to women, children, and future generations. And lastly, let's be part of the solution and choose from now on to bring forth no more than one child ourselves. Thank you.